All right, so it was a beautiful weekend last week, and decided to go hit up my first yard sale of 2023, and I spent $40 Canadian on these two black binders in this cigar box of cards. Now, in the two black binders, they are all cigarette cards, which I'm not familiar with them at all. Although after looking through them, I'm becoming more knowledgeable. But yeah, not too sure what I'm going to do with these two black binders. Probably will find a local buyer who will just take them off my hands. I won't bother breaking them up into smaller sets and trying to sell them on eBay. So that's likely what I'm going to do. So yeah, pretty interesting cards nonetheless. We got some Hollywood actors, like there's Raymond Massey, I believe it is. We've got some fish. We've got some. There are some other animal cigarette cards. There's scenery like the Grand Canyon or St. Paul's Cathedral in the Vatican. So all kinds of like really interesting, weird stuff that like I found very interesting. So I'm glad I picked them up, to say the least. But the real reason I actually bought this lot at the yard sale is because of this cigar box and what was inside of it. So open it up, and there's a whole bunch of like random cards just thrown in the box, like it is. And so I've already went through and put most of these into penny sleeves, into top loaders. But the first thing I want to show you is 1908 Will cigarettes. I think it's 29 out of 30 from the set of flags of the world, girls of all nations, and it's like England, and it's U.S., and it's France, and it's Persia, and Burma, and Morocco, and Egypt, and they're all in various different states of condition. And then we've got these very old cigarette cards as well. Again, I'm not really too sure what they were. Random box of just some odds and ends in this little case here. 1961 Topps Tall Boys. Got two cars. We got the Jaguar, and we got the second card is going to be the Renault Caravelle. So pretty cool looking cards. I've never come across them before. And here is the second one. Is actually a nice color. Back looks good. It's got like rounded corners or bent corners, but what do you expect for cards that are that old? Here is 1966 O-Pee-Chee, and this is, I actually saw this card at the top of or near the top of this box, and that's actually why I went ahead and bought it, and waited until I got home to sort through the rest. So this is Bat Laughs, and it comes with jokes on the back of it. There's Batman and Robin, and there's Aunt Harriet, who I don't actually remember from the TV show, but apparently she was in it. I just don't remember seeing her ever, and when I watched the reruns. There's a Burt Lancaster card in pretty poor condition, but interesting nonetheless. There's John Glenn, astronaut. I guess Topps came out with a set for him, and this is one of the cards from the set. So I thought that was kind of cool. We've got, I think these are late 1950s. These are airplanes. So this is the Russian fighter Yak 9P. It's got like the stats on the back, little write-up about the plane, and there is the Hughes Falcon U.S. guided missile, as you can read, card number 73. We got some O-Pee-Chee Royal Canadian Mounted Police cards. I guess the 100th anniversary of the RCMP, they came out with these cards, and there's talking about handwriting science, or forensic handwriting science. We've got some movie cards of some actors and actresses from way back when. These are got to be 1920s, I believe. So quite old. Those two cards are in good condition, maybe even a VG. And there's what the back looks like, packed with Strollers cigarettes from Hamilton, Ontario, just down the road from me. And then the other two cigarettes, I think, are from another set. And John Bowers, and I can't pronounce the other guy's name, but I believe they're from movies. And there's two actresses. Looks like the one on the right was folded up and put into someone's wallet. Nelson's Chocolates, and the other one is from Montreal, Canada. All right. Then we're going to move on to a very interesting set here of old houses from 1911. I think they're called Helmar's cigarette cards. And these are like very, very old as well. There's the old state house in Kingston, New York State. And then we have the old Wayside Inn. We've got John Alden's house. Too bad it wasn't John Adams. Stratford House, birthplace of General Robert E. Lee. We got Hermitage, home of President Andrew Jackson. And then we got two homes here of Daniel Webster, the patriot from, I think, Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken, but actually might be another state. No, Massachusetts, what it says in the back, so going to go with that. And we've got some cigarette silks as well. These are from the 1930s. We've got the British Empire Union Jack. It's Consatis cigarettes. Consatis. Not too sure how you pronounce that cigarette brand. But still in the wrapper. So the actual silk is going to be, should be like almost perfect condition if it hasn't been open in a long time. And there's the British Empire state of some place. The Bahama Islands, the Bahamas, China. And we've got another set of cigarette silks. Really hard to find some of these online. But Order of the Garter, Great Britain. And we've got one about loyalty or fidelity of Baden, Germany. Not in great shape, though. It's got a stain there on it. Military Order of William of Orange from the Netherlands. And on the back we have something from Hungary, Austria-Hungary. So that probably tells me this is pre-1919 because in 1919, Austria-Hungarian Empire was broken up following World War I. So these actually might be even older than that. Obviously, it's something for me to research and before I post them onto eBay. And we've got a commemorative Maurice Rocket Richard card that came out. We've got a 1971 Topps Cesar Cedeno rookie card in not too bad condition. We've got, following that, we got two cards from Friday the 13th. These are 1993 cards. It's card number 1 and 2 with Jason on the front. There's what the back looks like. So those are actually the original holders that these cards were in when I got the cigar box. So obviously a fan of horror films like Friday the 13th would probably be interested in card number 1 in the set and card number 2. Card number 1 obviously being cards that get damaged quite often, but there you have it. There's my first yard sale pickup of 2023. I think I did all right. For my $40, I think the breakup value is going to be pretty good. And thanks for watching. I hope to do more yard sale videos in this near future.